Our today's scary list opens with a mysterious CCTV camera recording. A quiet road at night. Suddenly, the camera captures something fascinating. From the shadows emerges a hazy dark figure that almost resembles a man. We see the torso, arms, and legs moving, but then something really odd happens. The fog deforms and disappears from the camera's eye rapidly. What could it be, folks? Ghost, or maybe something completely different? Share your opinions in the comments below. Before we continue with our scary list, today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. You may not be able to protect yourself against ghosts, shadowy figures, or paranormal phenomena, but you are definitely able to protect yourself from hacker attacks. Surfshark will allow you to easily access websites or applications otherwise blocked by changing geolocation. Plus, it does a lot more, such as automatically blocking over 1 million known malicious websites and other threats. By changing the IP address, you are able to watch your favorite scary programs unavailable in your country. Just change the location in Surfshark VPN. Surfshark doesn't only give you the opportunity to change your IP address to virtually any country. Surfshark is a virtual private network, which keeps you safe and private by covering up everything you do online. With Surfshark, not only will you be able to see more, but no one will be able to locate you and find out what you've been browsing recently. If you want to experience real freedom of browsing, try Surfshark VPN. Use my promo code THE3X to get 3 extra months for free. Link is in the description, and enjoy the freedom and privacy of browsing the internet. And now, back to the video. Our well-known YouTuber Frank from the Franco TV channel is in Peru. This is his next night exploration of the graveyard where the witch's tomb is located. Previously, he managed to capture paranormal activity as well as mysterious figures. Frank returns to this creepy place once again. As he wanders the area, he notices something disturbing.
I'm already being watched by some guy. I don't even know if he sees me or if he's looking this way or the other way. But he's literally on top of the building. I definitely have to be careful. These people got like bird's eye view now. I just went to the other area. I don't think he knows I could see him. There he is. I'm not really sure what he's looking at. Looks like he's looking the other way. Let's see how close I can get without actually bothering. Don't turn around, don't turn around. I feel like I'm playing a video game. What are you doing?
While exploring, Frank notices something truly bizarre. On one of the buildings, there is a hooded man dressed all in black, who, as Frank noticed, it is not known why he's there. It is possible that he is waiting or patrolling the area, but nevertheless, this is quite strange behavior. Frank decides to bypass the suspicious man and go somewhere else, somewhere where he will not be watched.
Made it to the other side of the cemetery. This is the area where there was another tomb where there's a bunch of voodoo. And this is pretty much that area, but still no sign. What the hell was that? But still no sign. What the hell was that? Something literally just peeked out at me. Holy crap. That was literally right here. I don't even know what the hell that was. It looked like it just peeked out and went right back in. Something white. Holy.
When Frank reaches another area of the cemetery, he records something terrifying. Behind one of the graves, a white transparent figure emerges, which quickly hides as soon as Frank notices it. Then he checks who is hiding behind the grave, but there is no one. Did he manage to record the apparition watching him that night? Was it really a real ghost captured on camera and not some hoax? As always, folks, the final decision is yours. Also, if you want to watch the full episode of this investigation, visit his YouTube channel, Franco TV. Takushi this time went to a place that you may already know, at least my viewers. Takuchi went to the same supposedly haunted hotel as Hiro from the channel Omagataki Film, who experienced inexplicable phenomena during his stay. Takuchi went to this spine-chilling place. He was given room number 307, in which he decided to conduct an investigation. After carefully examining every nook and cranny, he waited for activity. But to his surprise, nothing happened for several hours, so he decided to go to sleep. Takeuchi, after hearing footsteps and someone's presence in the room, wakes up around 1 in the morning. He turns on the camera and checks the room, where he notices an open cabinet, from which after a while a scary dark head emerges. After a few seconds, the entity slowly hides back into the cabinet. Takeuchi, terrified, checks what is inside, but as you can expect, no one is there. After what he managed to record, he immediately leaves the room and the hotel. What did he record that night? Does the mysterious dark apparition remind you of something? Hiro recorded something particularly identical during his stay. Is what they both captured a real ghost haunting this place? Or maybe the explanation of these phenomena is simpler than we think. You decide, folks. The Grey Sisters were well known in Montreal for caring for the sick and poor, as well as providing education and running orphanages for less fortunate children. The nuns settled in a convent built by the Bishop of Province, who commissioned their presence in the province of Manitoba. The convent building still stands on the Red River as the oldest building in Canada and now serves as the St. Boniface Museum. There are many hauntings in the St. Boniface area, especially disturbingly related to the ghosts of children. A deeper examination of these stories seems to indicate that many of these children were horribly abused. The positive impact of the Grey Sisters throughout Canada cannot be underestimated. They have done a great job in their communities. However, one does not have to look too far to find the terrible crimes committed by the sisters and the Catholic Church in Canada. The horrific facts about the residential school system made headlines around the world after the discovery of the remains of numerous Indigenous children in multiple residential schools across the country, including Manitoba. A woman named Brenda lives in a beautiful old mansion in St. Boniface. Brenda first suspected something was going on when she heard soft footsteps in the living room while she was in the kitchen. After more strange events, the woman decided to conduct her own investigation. Over the hour-long session, Brenda asked many questions and, based on the answers she received, that there were 5 children living in the house and another, much darker entity that the children are afraid of and whom they call Mama. Brenda once had a tenant on the upper floor, a young 22-year-old woman who lived there for a year and a half without any problems. However, a few days after the investigation, Brenda heard the shrill scream of this young woman in the middle of the night, who met the spirit of Mama. She left the apartment that same night and never came back. Johnny and Jordan from Paranormies were asked by Brenda to come to her house and conduct a paranormal investigation. After arriving and setting up the devices, they started recording to make contact with the children of the Grey Sisters and Mama.
I heard something in the kitchen.
You heard that voice or whatever over there, right?
Yeah, to me, honestly, concentrate. I honestly thought it sounded like a kid's voice, but maybe that's just what my brain is telling me it was because I'm looking for that.
Well, after Trapped in the Basement, I'm going to be looking extra hard and listening for everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's crazy that we missed that. It was right in front of our face.
You know what this place reminds me of?
What?
That Sound Sophie house.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah?
Yes, it just has that same vibe.
It's this
And
front,
that's another-
it's this front entrance.
And that was like, it was kids too in that one.
It was,
as
yeah.
well.
With like a fire. Isn't it Hannah? Isn't it Hannah? Like burning the fire or something?
Hannah and Sophie, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they had the same names? I highly doubt it. I think that was completely separate. That would really freak me out.
Let's run a spirit box.
Yeah, grab the spirit box.
When Johnny and Jordan tried to make contact with the children's spirits, their thermal imaging camera may have picked up something. As they both move into another room, someone or something the height of a child follows them. We can see the silhouette of a kid walking right behind them. Unaware that they are being followed, Jordan acts very strangely for the next few minutes, as if possessed or under someone's influence. After the first night came the second, during which nothing happened. Then night 3 came, where they caught something spooky while setting up the thermal imaging camera.
And it completely confirms that Mama was with Jordan the entire duration that we were there from the beginning.
See me?
Because when I was setting up the thermal camera in the beginning of the third night, Mama was standing behind Jordan, just like she was standing around him the entire duration that we were upstairs around the REM pods while he was knocking on her door. And this was the first time that I was ever actually afraid of Jordan during an investigation, but I wasn't afraid of Jordan. I was afraid of Mama.
While positioning the camera behind Jordan, we can notice something inexplicable. A tall, eerie figure stands in the entrance, apparently watching our investigators closely. But a part of the apparition of the captured night 3, they failed to catch anything else. Same the day after, but on the last day, they returned to the haunted house again, where they stood eye to eye with Mama.
Here, you got the camera, main camera.
We didn't leave these, did we leave these lights on there when we left? These on? No, that one.
Do not
that
remember.
One, I think this one is left on. Jesus! You didn't see that?
What was that? I heard a loud bang.
As they both go upstairs, in one of the rooms, Johnny notices a mysterious dark figure that disappears from sight with great speed when it's noticed. The men immediately go to the room, but the shadow figure disappears into the air. Did they manage to capture the Mama spirit that haunts the place? Or are all the mysterious apparitions they managed to record during their 5-day investigation just a hoax? One thing is for sure, whatever they managed to record during their investigation remains a mystery, and it's up to you to decide whether you consider it real paranormal evidence or fake. Choose wisely, folks. Also, if you want to watch the full episode of this 5-day investigation, visit their YouTube channel, Paranormies. Omar from the channel Omar Gosh TV, along with James, went to the Octagon Hall, which was built in 1847 by Andrew Jackson Caldwell, and to this day the building is the only octagon-shaped brick house in the South. The reason why Caldwell had built this into an octagon is because of sacred Masonic geometry. Over the years and during the Civil War, not only many people or soldiers died around the building, but also slaves. The Octagon Hall has become such a hotspot for paranormal activity, there's said to be hundreds of spirits on this property. Omar and James decided to see if they could catch anything during their nightly investigation.
My hand is shaking so bad right now. Oh, what the hell? What? What? Bro, whatever that was, I think I might have caught something on their surveillance video.
Bro,
What? What happened in there?
I gotta just show you.
Like, what
I
happened?
was sitting on the bed, bro, and all of a sudden it's like something touched me from the back, and I got up, and all these things just flew down, and they started spinning on the ground.
No
bro.
clickbait.
Bro,
No clickbait.
Watch this.
Wait, what?
Wait, watch, they roll forever. You hear that? It's still going.
Listen, you can still hear it like rolling around.
Bro, it rolled for like a minute straight. But like I was just sitting there the whole time. I didn't even move. And all of a sudden it's like something just like touched me from behind. And when I got up, all these things just flew down.
When James is alone in the room, suddenly a mystery force touches him, which scares him quite a bit. Then things appear on the floor and start to move. But what they manage to capture later is really scary.
I'll have to show it to you. No. I don't think you heard what I heard though. I heard it was like a boom. It's just us. There's nobody here. There's no workers here. When you rent out the Octagon Hall, you get it for the entire night. The last gentleman that stayed here, by the way, didn't make it past 9 o'clock at night. I give us a lot of credit because it's already way past 9 o'clock.
That's right. They said he came by himself. He thought he was going to be able to do it.
Came by himself. Another thing that I will add. Oh my God, bro, oh my God. Bro, something just passed right by you, right behind you. No.
Out, bro.
No.
I'm out.
All right.
After what just happened, bro, I am out. Hell no. I ain't getting touched by no. I am not having no shadow freaking thing come next to me.
At some point, a ghost appears behind James in the entrance. A white, hazy figure appears with incredible speed right in front of Omar. The men, after these experiences, go downstairs and soon after finish their investigation inside. Did they manage to capture the paranormal activity and the ghost on camera? Or maybe the mysterious white anomaly is just a distortion in the camera? You are the judges. You decide. Also, if you want to watch the full episode, visit his YouTube channel Omar Gosh TV. Hiro and Tomo from the channel Omaga Toki Film received a cursed package from one of their viewers who found a baby doll in an abandoned house in the mountains. He decided to take her to his house, which turned out to be a bad idea. Immediately, inexplicable phenomena began to happen in the apartment. Many times during the night, he was awakened by the crying of a child, but each time he got up and looked for the source of the sounds, the crying ceased. Unable to take it any longer, he sent the baby doll to Hiro and Tomo, along with the exact location of the building, who decided to find a place and put the doll back in its place. The team managed to find the building, and after getting inside it, turned out that it is practically a ruin and everything is falling apart. After a brief tour of the rooms, Tomo decided to stay completely alone inside. Have you seen this? We can see that something dark passes through the lens very quickly. Of course, it could have been an insect or something else that could be easily explained, but what he managed to capture later on is more difficult to explain.
今わかんないかな、なんか
At one point, for some reason, Tomo gets up and goes near the entrance, where in the doorway he records a mysterious figure who, in addition, seems to be holding a child in his hands. Tomo, seeing this, turns around and turns on the light, but whatever he saw is gone. Did he manage to record the spirit of a woman and a child who are trapped in a doll? Or maybe the shadow that flew through the camera and the white silhouette in the door can be easily explained. Nevertheless, this investigation was both interesting and terrifying. What do you folks think? A real ghost or just a hoax? Casey and Colton from the YouTube channel Mindseat TV, which has already been featured many times, they decided to do something really crazy this time, or at least Casey. The men went to Arlington Plantation, which is a well-known place for them. They managed to record the apparition of the girl in the basement of the building. And what's so special about that, right? Well, Casey decides to stay alone in the basement all night, chained up. And Colton will stay with the key in a hotel close enough to communicate via walkie-talkie. As soon as Colton left Casey, things started to get unexpected.
I have a EMF detector here. If you'd like to light this up, let me know that you're here. I could put it on the ground, and you could come close to this if you'd like to show your presence. Or you can go next to that device over there again if you like. I'm not here to harm you, and I hope that you're not here to harm me. I'd just like to know if there's the spirit of a little girl that's still here. Is there a little girl still residing within this building after the fire? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello? I know you guys could hear that.
An inexplicable bang, footsteps, or conversations could unsettle Casey, who is chained up and alone in an abandoned building. After this rather unpleasant incident, it got quiet and Casey almost fell asleep. But then Colton noticed something on the screen.
Listen, bro, I don't want you to freak out right now. But there's someone or something in there with you. I just saw something pass that camera in the hallway.
What do you mean you saw something? Like a person?
I saw something interfere with the camera. I could see like the outline of the doorway that's behind it, and then it just went black. I saw something move by, and the thing, the motion detector went off.
All right, bro, but if there's someone here, I'm not Hold on.
Yeah, chill out. I'm getting in the car right now. I'm gonna run down there and let's start.
Yeah, I'm hearing footsteps and try to hurry up.
I'm running down right now. I'll be there in like 10 minutes.
Suddenly, Colton notices someone on the screen and informs Casey, who doesn't want to be inside anymore and wants to leave the building. Colton notices a strange massive figure on the screen. The phantom literally comes out of nowhere in the hallway, walks through hallway and disappears without a trace. Colton soon arrives, frees him, and then escapes. Was there a translucent, mysterious silhouette they managed to capture in this haunted place? Was it a spirit or a person? Decide, folks. Colin from the Paranormal Files went to upstate New York, home to one of America's most haunted prison. The old Washington County Jail was built in 1869 and operated for over 100 years. It closed in 1960 and has been operating as a museum ever since. Colin and the team decided to conduct his paranormal investigation. From the very beginning, through interviews and the investigation itself, the team experienced inexplicable phenomena. Whether it was voices, footsteps, or knocks, they were with them all the time.
I'm rolling on this one over there.
Calibrating. Oh. Where did the ball just come from?
Yeah, come in a second.
Oh. No way.
So the ball drops and then the music box starts going off, like someone's standing down there. Hello? Can you step to the side so that it stops playing music?
Can you come over here and knock one of these balls off the door? Stop for a second. Yep, okay.
Yep, walk to the other side. Knock one of those out.
Holy shit! No! Dude, that actually just worked.
No way!
Actually just worked. I off the door. I watched it come off the door.
Yo! That's crazy. What the f?
Oh, that's the
I can't actually fathom that just worked.
Oh! Why do we keep knocking that one off?
It's just that one though.
Can you do the next one?
Do the green one.
You did it a minute ago.
What the f was that?
No! Shut up! What? How? But this ball hasn't moved the whole time. This ball hasn't moved. The same two both times.
And I'm setting them up the exact same
And
way.
I said, can you do the green one again? Can you do the green one again and it knocks off? Can you do this orange one? Get this last ball.
Dude, I swear to God, I actually got chills right now.
Can you do this last ball?
Yeah, all the noises stopped.
You know what I find interesting too? The one cell that has fallen every single time is the only cell that's open out of 3.
Right.
Oh, and this one! All 3 are going off.
What?
Can you step away so they stop? Step away from that last one. All at the same time they stop. They all stop. We'll just have. They're all going again.
What the f? What the f going on?
All of them are going again. Step back so that stops, please. The happy one didn't fall. The happy one didn't fall again.
When the whole crew is around the cells, the activity literally scares and excites the men. The balls set on the door drop practically at the same time they ask the spirit to do so. All 3 REM pods turn on at the same time and all turn off as well. After these several minutes of unusual activity, the team decides to split up. Colin finds himself downstairs, experiencing something bizarre.
Okay, so there were a lot of voices in there, but there was something that sounded like rah, 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 which is very freaky. I'm gonna listen to that later because obviously the handcuff is cutting off circulation in my arm. Did I just hear you moving around? DR60 down there. If you'd like to, you can scratch me, you can attack me. I'm open bait. I'm a police officer right here. Just let me know what you want to do here. I heard you screaming a couple seconds ago. You know, I'll say it's weird.
Feathers.
It's weird because that proximity meter hasn't gone off, which means that I don't think it's in the room anymore. Oh no! I don't want to break my camera.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Hold on, come on. God damn it. Okay.
Suddenly, some force moved and began to drag the chair in the room where Colin was completely alone and handcuffed. Right after that, Colin hears phantom footsteps coming literally at him. After that, he has had enough and quickly frees himself from the handcuffs and goes to the others. Have Colin and the ghost hunting crew been able to confirm that the old Washington County Jail is one of the most haunted places in America? Is it just a coincidence that the balls fell at the right times, as well as the 3 REM pods turning on and off at the same time? As always, folks, it's up to you to decide. Also, if you want to watch the full episode and many more, visit his YouTube channel, The Paranormal Files. The next recording is from Fourth Wall, where we'll see the mysterious Mr. S and his next chilling exploration of a place that, as he himself said, no one should visit. When Mr. S explores the building, one of the doors opens. The man steps inside the room, and a few seconds later, the door slams shut, trapping him inside. After a few seconds of struggling with the door, the man finally gets out. He immediately heads towards the stairs. When Mr. S goes downstairs in the room he was in a moment ago, something disturbing can be seen. Inside, we can see a mysterious black silhouette. Was it a real shadow figure trying to trap him in the room? Decide, folks. Jasco and Ben were invited to investigate a location where a scary demon is haunting this family's home. This is a location in which the most recent person who lived in this house passed away in hospice care. While he was in his end-of-life cycle, he claimed to see and hear spirits. After hearing the story, Jasco and Ben decided to go there to investigate the building. During their peaceful night, at some point, they decided to go to sleep.
Ben? Are you making food again? Yes? No?
Can you let my sister know I'll be there in a sec?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Sure you're not cooking anything, Ben?
What?
Did you hear that?
The alarm?
It's like 90% asleep. Talking about his sister and everything. Something's blinking. Is it possible that it was the stove? Is there anybody here with me right now? You sure you weren't making anything in the microwave, man?
I'm just sleeping.
When Jasko wakes up, he decides to go check the house. We can hear a woman's voice at some point. Then, when he enters the room, the curtain behind Ben is moved. But I have to ask another question too, folks. Have you seen anything else? Right at the beginning, when Jasko gets up, a mysterious hand sticks out in the door, which disappears very quickly in the darkness after a few seconds. Who was it? Someone helping them set it all up? Or is it the true spirit? Real or fake? Decide. Thanks again to our today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Feel the true freedom and privacy of browsing the web. Try Surfshark VPN. Use my promo code THE3X to get 3 extra months for free.